So first of all, we have to install a module. Now there's the other way, to make React apps using the command for React, but it needs a little bit more strength. So we go into our command prompt or terminal, and we do npm install. We are going to install -g, which means globally, and this module is going to be called Expo. Now I've already installed Expo, so I don't need to install it again. So first, let's go to the directory you want to initialize the project. For me it's on the desktop, so cd dot means a level up, and cd, and then the directory you want is where you move. So now we use the command expo init. Now this is what they do, and then it initializes the project for you. So it's a handy tool. So let's just wait. It might take a while, but let's see what we can do. This is too slow. Oh, it's here. So what we do, a template is, you can use the arrow keys to move. So blank TypeScript, same as blank but with TypeScript configuration, tabs, several examples, screens and tabs using React navigation and TypeScript. And then there's bare workflow, which is the minimal, just an essential to get you started, or the minimal, same as minimal but with TypeScript configuration. We are going to come with the blank, so it has a minimal app as clean as an empty canvas, and we press that, and you can see it will ask us choose a template, export template. Blank is the only one, so press enter again and just wait for it. Okay, what would you like to name your app? Let's call it viewers. What app would you like? Viewers, what app would you like? If anybody has a hint. Okay, let me just check my Discord server and ask if anybody has an idea for an app. Just oopsies. There are some widgets I have to move up, so you're gonna see some widgets. Like this stream boss, like this stream boss. You can so I'm the stream boss now. You can defeat me by liking, subscribing, and each subscriber has a certain amount. Each boss has a certain amount of the stream. So whoever is the boss, they can give me ideas. So that's fine as well. But what I was talking is the Discord server. So I'm going to come on the chit chat channel and I'm going to ask any app ideas. Anyways, and also I have some Discord bots. I have some Discord bots. You can tell me some tutorials. You can ask me for some tutorials for the Discord bots. Anyways, let's look for any app ideas. Okay, let me just ask that. Oh yeah, I have a Mi6 bot that controls the levels. Yeah. Advanced, thank you. Mi6. Okay, let's just come back to this server. Any app ideas? Any app ideas? And oh, so nobody's there. Okay, let us continue. I'll call this tic-tac-toe app. Maybe a rock paper scissors app. Rock paper scissors. So it has to be lowercase. So rock, no spaces. You replace them with dashes. Dash paper dash scissors. Now these are rock paper scissors, and then press enter. And now we wait. And now it's using yarn to install the packages. It's using yarn, and you can pass in dash npm to use npm instead. Right now I have installed the yarn on my computer, so now it's using that. Let's wait for it as it's installing JavaScript dependencies. Let's just go back, and we are going to look for we are going to go to snack.expo.com. From there this is called a snack, and what you can do in a snack, you can try all the features of React Native, and you can build it right out there. Let me see. It's still installing the JavaScript dependencies. Okay, think something's wrong with the network as well. Just check, because network might have been decreased. So here we are, the editor. So here's some sample React Native code. And so when you want to do anything like this tag in JavaScript, notice this is JavaScript, yeah, and this was all made. So we are just going to do this, yeah. We are going to revise to this code. Now we have import, yeah, star as React from React. So that this import statement is only available in ES6. In ES5, we used to do this. Require React. We had to do that, and we had to assign it to a variable. But now we don't have to. We can just say literally, like in Python, import React, the class as React. Literally, then there's nothing, lowercase, and it's not used. When you want to import something from something, use the from statement. So use from statement and cover it in a string. And maybe we want to show some YouTube video. Yeah, maybe you want to show some YouTube video or something. Yeah, we can do many things. So first of all, we need a view. What the user is viewing. Like this, we can run it on and web, Android. Tap to play. Might have to wait for it a bit. So here we can do many things, like you can see change code in the editor and it will instantly change. So wait for it as it launches the app. Oopsies. Oops, what's happening? So this is the emulator for an app. It's opening the view. So what we can do is we can maybe import some modules. Let me just check it. Still installing the JavaScript dependencies. So what we can do is see, we can include the elements. Yeah, you can even see this components folder, and then you come to exit example.js, and that's what the component is. Yeah, so here is the component. Yeah, and then after that it includes it in here, which is good. And we have some React Native paper, we have some things, and then what we can do, we can also, if you want to display something like a YouTube web page, maybe we can have some module, maybe it's called YouTube, maybe from React Native YouTube, maybe that's YouTube, and you will see that this is not installed because it's not reading anything. So how do we install the module? I need to look for the terminal or a panel, show the panel, and now we should be able to open the thing, and we can also view it on the web, or you can do this, which is just embedding it in a new window. Yeah, okay, this takes some time, but it will work. So let's go into our logs, try to click somewhere, trying to click. Oh, this is a log. I need an error. Okay, doesn't work. You can preview, turn off, turn on, turn off. So let's wait for it. I'm in a live stream. Okay. So you can see when I have a window open of the React Native YouTube. Yeah. But once you've imported YouTube, maybe we can have a YouTube element, and then a corresponding element, a corresponding closing tag for it, which is a YouTube element, and we can pass in some ID, video ID or something. We'll figure out in the code editor, and it's still downloading the dependencies required to initialize everything. If you don't wait, we have to wait for it to install the JavaScript dependencies. As you can see here, I think it's stuck. Oh yeah, now it should take it takes a while, but if we actually go onto it, you can see that there's a rock paper scissors file already, and we can drag it inside. Yeah, let's just open Visual Studio Code. That's opening it with the Visual Studio Code. Wait for it, and we're gonna open it. Wait for it for Visual Studio Code to open, and we're going to smack it right like this. So we are going to this copy area. You will see it. There's this area and this area. So now I have some other program open, so I just put into this wide area, and it will get a new workspace from that file, and I wait for it, and make sure that autosave is enabled in file. Okay, if you're using Visual Studio Code, I recommend using Visual Studio Code, yeah, by going to code. Here we go. So code.visualstudio.com, and then it will take you to the Visual Studio Code website where you can download it you can populate it with tons of other extensions. Yeah, but we want to use this. Yeah. Okay. So I'm coming.
Hey, your mom is calling me.
Welcome back, viewers. Yeah, I was just being called. Yeah. So it's still installing the dependencies, but we can already start coding as long as we have our bubble.config.js file, which bubble is a compiler for JavaScript code, and then there is app.js, yeah, which is our main JavaScript style. And as you can see, we have this const style sheet.create. Now here all our imports status bar. We have imported a status bar, and from here I also imported the React Native YouTube. Yeah, I'm not going to struggle using the YouTube API. I'll just search on YouTube some random video and display it. Okay, so what we can do is just leave the styling. I'll talk about it later, and I'll come back to it. But for now, I'm going to see this text. Now I'm going to import React Native YouTube, yeah, which is a module. We're gonna import YouTube from React Native YouTube. So React Native YouTube. Now YouTube, and this I've imported the React Native YouTube, so we should be able to have a YouTube element. So you're gonna see this. Why did I install it? Because if I did not install it globally, it takes some time, probably a few minutes. And it's still it has finished. Our project is ready. So once our project is ready, we can start doing amazing stuff. So now here we are on our terminal for VS Code, and we can use npm install, and maybe we want to install it globally this time, and we want to install React Native YouTube. Now the reason you don't have to install export status bar, you don't have to install React, you don't have to install React Native, and these modules over here, you don't have to install React DOM, you don't have to install React Native Web. It's just because that Expo did it for you. So let's go back here, and let's just install the module, and I made it to globally so that you can install globally. And it's better than command prompt, because in command prompt the -G, it won't be highlighted like in the editor. Yeah, it's finished React Native YouTube, and now I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube element. So YouTube, yeah, there's a YouTube element. Yeah, we have kite. You have YouTube, and it has auto finish properties, and then you can do that, and there we are. So we have YouTube module and use the space, and I think it comes with an ID parameter. I just have to check in the documentation for it. Yeah, it has some things, so I'm just gonna copy all of these. It is just basically setting the state, the quality, some things about it. So I'm just gonna get all of that in here, and we can have an video ID parameter, which video do you want me to display. So I'm gonna give a parameter. So I'm just gonna give a parameter of video ID, which will be equal to that, and these calibrations mean JavaScript. Yeah, because React and JavaScript don't just do learn before putting calibrations, meaning that it's JavaScript. So if we want to be a list, you'll have to do this double calibrations, because it's in here. It will seem weird. Okay, let's just come back here to my video, and let's start a video. Maybe since it's called rock paper scissors, we can call it rock paper scissors as well. Paper scissors, and we look for something. Maybe this one for how to win. Okay, let's put this funny one. And then to get the ID of the video, wait for it. Okay, so this is an ad. Don't copy and paste the link from that ad. Wait for it, skip the ad, and then this is the real video. And this video, we can do that. And you see that's the video ID. So we put it in a string in the video ID parameter, and once we have done that, we have to run expo start. So expo start meaning starting the expo system. So if you use expo start on it, anyways, spot that. And if you run expo start, it's a command. So let's just wait. Oh yeah, you can see that .export file. If you that adds onto the app, that means it's trying to run it and connect it to our web server. Yeah, there are things that you can use for it, as you will see how we can run our app on the web or in an emulator. Oh yeah, you can see that it's starting the project. It's opening dev tools in the browser. So you can see that it's opened the dev tools in the browser. You can see that it has loaded in, and you'll see something like this. Let me just zoom in. You can see that there are many things you can do with this. So you can run it on an Android device / emulator. You can run it in an iOS simulator. You can run in the web browser, or you can publish or republish the project, or you can send a link with the email, and you can enter the email address and just send it. And what we have to do, we can run it in the browser, or you will see that there'll be a reference here. You see like ADE, like with W, which means open on the web, and you can see press Shift D to disable. We not want to disable that because we might be using it. Okay, it's trying to open the project in the web browser. So as we wait for it, I don't know which web browser it's trying to attempt to, but I don't know how it's going to open it. This info has been in for long, and as we wait for it, guys, I'm going to wait, or I can quickly. I have an simulator in Android Studio, so I can bring it up and let's see how it's trying to open it. Yeah, it's pretty hard to open it in the web browser. See, it brings up errors and everything. So it's trying to open it in a simulator, it's trying to open it in a web browser. Let's see which is faster. What if we use the dev tools? It's starting everything. It's starting the web pack. Oh yeah, it's loading everything. Okay. Simulator not installed. Yes, I know. But it's starting the web pack. And if you use this QR code on a phone with the Expo Client app, you can run it on your real phone. And you can see there's even this IP address here. You can see, you can copy this ID address. I'm going to leave it in the description so you guys can go along with me. Let me just quickly put it in the description. There we go. I put the link in the description, so now you'll be able to see. Now you'll be able to see the link in the description. Anyways, oh yeah, just wait for it. I was trying to open it. I've seen it trying to do something. Oh yeah. You can see that QR code in my terminal. You can see that there's a QR code in my terminal. And you can see that the same link Yeah, see that same link? If I haven't given it into an infinite loop. I think we have to shut it down. You can see that same QR code and the same link, expo x something. See that link higher? I'm going to copy my link, that link, and paste it. So I'm gonna copy that link and paste it in a new tab because it's taking too long. It's searched it for Google on Google. I did not want that. I want this. You can see it's taking like forever to open. You have to shut it down, so you have to shut it down. When you shut it down, we close this tab. We shut it down the CLI by just Control C. This is the best thing to do. Control and C. Doesn't work. Let's just kill it. We've killed out the terminal. Let's just make a new one. Anyways, that's what we'll do if you want to run your app. Yeah. The app is just going to do some not much functionality. We'll just show a couple of videos of people playing Road Sleeper. As you can see, we already have something like states. Now this is a function. This is not what we want to be. We want it to be exported as a default function, and it's make it not a function but a class. So if it's a class, we don't need this because we can do it in a constructor. So we can just make a constructor. So a constructor function that takes in some props. That's what we call them. Inputs, they are called props. The values, yeah. And then inside there we can call the super function, which is for the props. So we just super the props, and once not an index, a props. And we're going to super the props, and once we are going to super the props, where are we going to render our stuff? We're going to have a render function which is special, yeah, because it's already a function. So we're calling this render function, which will render the thing, and then we just put our return statement in there. So that's it. This is how it's supposed to be. So now we have access to state, and now see the quality state. We just put a statement called state, which will be equal to an object, and you can see this dot set state, yeah. That's how it's supposed to be connected. Oh, we are calling it. So viewers, sorry about that rough disconnection. Okay, let's see. Now I've got a node mon. Let's see what's happening in our first terminal. We have run we start, and what is happening? Okay, it's build a book, so it's for Webpack. It's building